Singapore is committing some $100 million to skin research with the announcement of the Skin Research Institute of Singapore recently. The investment is expected to make healthcare impacts beyond Singapore's shores. The institute is a collaboration between A*STAR, or Agency for Science, Technology and Research, National Skin Centre, and Nanyang Technological University, NTU. 1 in 3 people worldwide suffer from a skin disorder, so there is demand for new treatments in this field. The 3 organizations will pool their funds, talent and resources on the new institute, which is expected to be ready by the end of 2015. They say there is a need to identify areas of specialization and concentrate on those where Singapore can be globally competitive. Experts say with a multi-ethnic population and current high-quality clinical and bioengineering research, Singapore is in a unique position to do this. Professor Roy Chan, Director, National Skin Centre, say they are going to concentrate the initial stage of studies on commonly occurring conditions which affect Singaporeans and people worldwide, and this includes eczema, disorders of pigmentation, disorders of hair, skin aging, and these areas are very common and can seriously affect many people. 3D printing technology is worth $4 billion globally, and it is set to grow by about 20% in the next 10 years. Singapore hopes to catch up with the US and Europe in this field. It recently announced that it will pump in 500 million Singapore dollars over the next 5 years to develop the sector. Some are already won over by the possibilities offered by 3D technology.
Probably bring like spoon and chopsticks. Yeah, because I like to eat.
Mercedes. It will be fast to print and next day you can drive on roads.
The machines get 3D images from a computer that maps out the object. Machines add layer after layer of material until the object is complete. Associate Professor Ian Gibson of the Engineering Design and Innovation Centre of the National University of Singapore, co-organizer Inside 3D Printing, said the machine is going to be important to everybody around the world. It is not just a matter of whether it's important to Singapore or Singaporeans.
We have highly educated workforce with a great understanding of technology.
Wim Michels, CEO of Materialise Malaysia, said once you have the images, you have a 3D image of a patient. Then you do 3D-based planning of the surgery. The planning is used to engineer a physical guide, and this guide will help to decide where to cut, where to drill, where to reposition the bone fragment, and so on. Printers for industrial users can cost about $1 million. A novel hotel is open in Cambodia where guests spend the night in tents floating on a river. The resort near Koh Kong is close to one of Asia's largest and least explored virgin rainforests and is designed to make little impact on the environment. However, sand dredging, illegal logging and plans for hydro dams in the area threaten this eco-paradise. The Four Rivers Floating Lodge is located on the Tatai River in the southern reaches of Cambodia, Cardamom Mountains, halfway between Bangkok and Phnom Penh. This region of rainforest and coastal mangroves is barely featured on the tourist trail and is accessible only by boat. Four Rivers consists of 12 huge South African safari tents erected on a string of floating platforms anchored to the riverbed. There are no permanent structures, so if the hotel was towed away, there would be little sign that it had ever existed. However, Cambodia's economy is developing fast and the government wants to increase its domestic energy production by building dams along rivers such as the Tatai. This development, along with sand dredging, which destroys fish breeding grounds, and illegal logging, threatens the delicate environment around the resort. The resort is the idea of his Romanian owner, Valentin Paulic, and his Filipino wife, Anna, who decided to build a hotel after visiting the area in 2007.
We knew Cambodia as just Angkor Wat, Phnom Penh, and Sihanouk Vale, that's all. So when we saw Koh Kong, and this specifically Tatai, and this spot here, it has just amazed us, and we have decided then, right then and there, this was in 2007, that we would like to do something here.
Simple yet stylish, the tents come complete with ensuite bathrooms, minibars, flat-screen TVs and DVD players. A central pontoon carries a small library, bar and restaurant. The aim at Four Rivers is to make little impact on the environment. 12 hours of electricity is generated daily from solar panels, with the rest from generators burning biodiesel. There is a sophisticated water filtration system that collects and recycles used water before pumping it back into the river. The use of wood is limited and modern composite materials have been integrated in the construction. Maintaining a hotel in the middle of a jungle is a constant challenge, says Anna.
The extreme humidity is actually challenging all the structures here. It makes everything rust. It encourages the buildup of microbes, which can eventually tear the tents. So just to maintain the condition of the tents is extremely challenging.
The resort organizes daily excursions into what is one of the largest and most unexplored forests in Southeast Asia. Piles of sand from sand dredging, which has wrecked the local fishing industry, can be seen all along the riverbank. The dredges churn up the riverbed, destroying fish breeding grounds and causing the riverbanks to collapse. For now, the large sand dredging boats have moved on from Tatai, leaving only small local operators, but they may return. Many of the tourists staying at the resort take organized treks into the rainforest with the help of local guides. A swim at Tatai Waterfall is the perfect way to cool down, with the pounding torrent giving a great back massage. Many of the animals who live in the forest come to the river to drink, including elephants, pleated gibbons, and monkeys. Yexi Lara Solo from Mexico City is staying at the resort, taking time out from a busy schedule managing a restaurant in Singapore. Sunsets are often spectacular at Tatai, and they highlight the beauty and fragility of the environment. The weather in Cambodia is excellent in December, with very little rain and with average temperatures hovering around 26 degrees Celsius. Miss Philippines Megan Young was crowned Miss World recently amid tight security on Indonesia's resort island of Bali, where the contest's final round was moved following protests by Muslim hardliner groups. A large number of Filipino fans who travelled with Young celebrated her victory. Despite threats from the Islamic Defenders Front to disrupt the contest, police said no rallies were staged. The group has demonstrated for weeks, calling for the government to cancel the pageant because members say it shows too much skin and goes against Islamic teachings. The 127 contestants vying for crown were introduced wearing evening gowns shimmering in sequins, many of them with plunging necklines and slits up to the leg. Young, 23, was born in the United States. When she was 10, she moved to the Philippines, where she has appeared in films and as a television host. Miss France, 20-year-old Marie Lorfelin, took second place, while Miss Ghana, 22-year-old Karanza Naa Okaili Shuter, came in third. Indonesia's government had earlier announced that the final would be moved from the outskirts of the capital, Jakarta, and instead held on the Hindu-dominated resort island of Bali, where earlier rounds took place. Miss World is the latest controversy in Indonesia, the world's most populous Muslim country, where most follow a moderate form of the religion. The Arba Open All-Breed Double Rabbit Show held recently at University Malaya Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, saw participation from all over the country. 4 neighbouring countries such as Thailand, Singapore, Indonesia and Vietnam competed for the international category. The event, co-organised by University of Malaya Entrepreneurship Centre or UMEC, Malaysia Rabbit Club MRC and Persatuan Pencinta Arnab Selangor Pecinta, saw competition among 200 rabbits representing 11 breeds. The uniqueness and diverse variety of rabbits contested by 50 participants attracted the interest of people from all walks of life to come and see these affectionate animals up close. Scott Rodriguez and Chris Zemny, accredited judges from the American Rabbit Breeders Association or ARBA, were specially flown in from the United States to pick the winners. The rabbits' health, weight, shape and pretty furs are some of the criteria being evaluated in the competition. Breeds that competed included Netherlands Dwarf, Holland Lop, Mini Rex, American Fuzzy Lop, English Angora, Dwarf Hottot, Dutch Lionhead, Tan, English Lop and Jersey Woolly. The most popular rabbit breeds were Holland Lop, and mini Holland Lop rabbits are very affectionate and love to play and be petted. Mini Rex rabbit, on the other hand, have soft, dense, velvet-like fur which is very comforting to touch. In this competition, the Holland Lop breed rabbit was hailed as the best in show, while the Netherlands dwarf breed rabbit was selected as the best reserve in show. Holland Lop rabbit has curved, solid body shape and long, drooping ears. Healthcare and nutrition are not the only important things in taking care of pets such as rabbits. As a matter of fact, the most important thing is that the owner should always show love to them. Breed rabbits have high commercial values. A thoroughbred rabbit may cost thousands of dollars. The prettier the fur, the higher the value of the rabbit. There are about 50 to 100 rabbit breeds in the world. This animal is very special because it is docile. Rabbit food imported from the United States, such as Timothy hay and pellet, are the best for the growth and health of these animals as they contain a variety of needed nutrients. ASEAN is a region of diverse cultures and shares common historical threads. The region's leaders envision ASEAN as a community of caring societies aware of its cultural heritage and bound by a common regional identity. Brunei's Deputy Minister of Culture, Youth and Sports, Dayang Haja Adina, made the remarks at the Myanmar ASEAN Cultural Night recently. She added this year, as the ASEAN chairman, Brunei Darussalam places culture as a top priority towards achieving the ASEAN community by the year 2015. The Myanmar Cultural Troupe's performances are part of the ASEAN Cultural Awareness promotion and further enliven the festive atmosphere of His Majesty's 67th birthday anniversary celebrations. Also present was the Ambassador of the Republic of Union of Myanmar, Madam Do Yin Yin Mit. The performances included songs and dances. Philippines is an archipelago with 7,101 islands and more than 1 million business and investment opportunities to explore. Tourism is known to be one of the driving forces in the Philippines economy. Yearly, approximately 2 million tourists visit the country. Hand in hand with the boost in tourism is the influx of investment opportunities.
Our skilled workers who are qualified to work or who are certified to work, even in tourism industries, can now work in other countries freely.
Rich in natural and human resources, the Philippines surely is a good place to put your money. With positive feedbacks from tourists, current investors are optimistic in the expansion of their businesses within a year.